Hey Canucks fans, let's talk about the Canucks power play and what the units might look like when the season starts. I'm Canuck Clay. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Thursday, September the 30th. If you're new, this is what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. And as always, this vlog is brought to you by Perform and Transform Personal Training and Weight Loss. Sign up for a free 7-day trial using the link in my video description. Thanks to everyone who joined me for my live stream last night. A lot of fun as always. My son Jacob came down for about 20 minutes to talk about his first ever perfect game in bowling, rolling a 300 on Tuesday night, which was awesome. And it was a lot of fun to give him the floor and let you ask him a bunch of questions. And his responses, as expected, were quite funny. Something not so funny, but hopefully something to look forward to will be the Canucks power play. We know how important a power play is to the success of a team. It can make or break a team. It can make or break a game. Obviously, if you go 2 for 4 or 2 for 5 on a power play as opposed to 0 for 5, obviously that increases your chances of winning. And under Travis Green, the Canucks have had a top 10 power play in 2 of those 4 seasons. I think in 17 and 19 and not in 18 and 20. Regardless, we know there's potential there. There's the personnel there. There's the scheme there. Even if you don't like the drop pass, it's not going away. Every team in the league does it, so it's not just the Vancouver Canucks. Biggest thing is Noel Brown, who's been running that power play for years, is now out. Jason King is in, former player Jason King, and he'll be the one charged with assembling and scheming this power play. Now, the way the Canucks have practiced the past couple of days is kind of interesting because remember, they're missing Pettersson, of course. And then today, actually, they're missing Brock Boeser, who's out with a maintenance day. It's kind of ironic that I asked Canucks Access. Shout out to Canucks Access for doing all my thumbnails. I think you'd agree they're being a lot better this month. I asked him to put Brock Boeser on the thumbnail, even though Boeser's not at practice today. Because I think Boeser is going to be one of the more interesting stories when it comes to the power play. Because between him and Garland, those are your 2 right shot forwards. And you can't have both of them. Well, I guess you could, but you likely won't have both of them on the same unit, especially if you want to spread out the love, spread out the firepower. So yesterday, the Canucks practiced like this. The top unit had Oliver Ekman-larsson at the point, and then Horvat in the bumper spot, Garland on the left wing, Miller on the right, so right there on their off wing so they can, one-timers, and then Alex Chason, the PTO guy, at the net front. So that's the first unit. So that means the second unit had Jack Rathbone at the point, and then Tanner Pearson in front of the net, and then in the middle you had Hoglander, and then Nick Patan and Brock Boeser was on the second unit. So already a big change there, at least for this practice, is Garland was on the top unit, and Boeser was moved down to the second unit. Now, Thomas Drance mentioned that perhaps Rathbone is a placeholder for Hughes on that second unit, and perhaps Nick Patan on that right side is a placeholder for Pettersson. So is it possible that the second power play unit actually has 3 of our top 5 guys from last year? Perhaps the second unit might run Hughes at the top, Hoglander in the bumper, Boeser and Petey on the wings, and then someone like Tanner Pearson in front of the net. Wow, across the middle, I really like that. Hoglander in the middle with Petey and Brock on either side. And then you have Hughes up top. So you have basically 3 of the 4 guys playing the umbrella that did it on the top unit last year, and then Pearson down below. So that means your top unit, you have Oliver Ekman-larsson running it, which I'm okay with. Truly, I'm okay with Ekman-larsson running it. And then you still have Miller and Horvat left over from the first unit last year. And then Connor Garland, who's a great offensive player, almost not yet, but almost as good as Boeser. Then I guess the big hole for me is Alex Chason. Yes, he's played on the power play before. He has decent hands, but he's still on a PTO. So is that the guy you want on your first unit? Is that somewhere where if Miller would go down there, if PD joins that unit, right? PD takes that spot on the right wing. Miller goes down to the net front. And then you have OEL, Horvat, PD, Garland, and Miller on the top line. And then when he signs, you'd have Hughes, Boeser, Hoglander, Pearson, and you'd have to put someone else on that right wing, maybe a Podkolzin. So that was how they practiced yesterday. Then today, with Brock Boeser out, exact same top unit of OEL, Garland, Horvat, Miller, and Chason. But in the second unit, Podkolzin came in for for Brock Boeser. So you had Rathbone and Hunt actually taking turns up top, and then you still had Hoglander, Patan, Pearson, and Podkolzin instead of Boeser. Yeah, you had three P's on there: Pearson, Patan, Podkolzin. So what's really interesting to me is, and I know so many things are kind of contingent on Elias Pettersson and Quinn Hughes getting back with this team, but could the Canucks possibly go with two balanced units? Could they go with two balanced units? And maybe, even if Alex Chason doesn't make the team, let's just say, for instance, you put Podkolzin there. I know maybe that's a lot for a rookie, but he's good in front of the net. Maybe you put Podkolzin in front of the net. So Canucks fans, would you be okay with two units like this? For instance, OEL, and then Garland, Horvat, Miller, Podkolzin on one unit, and then Hughes, Petey, Boeser, Hoglander, and Pearson on the other unit. That sure is a lot better than last year because you're adding guys like Podkolzin and Garland to that. So, the one thought would be then to have two evenly distributed, evenly weighted power play units. So it's not like the first unit's got to try and score in the first 80, 90 seconds, and the second unit just kind of gets the leftovers. It would be really spreading it out, and maybe you don't even you should name them 1 and 2, but you could kind of rotate, if you could start a second, another power play with the second unit on. Or would you rather load up the top unit of, let's say, the same guys as last year, Hughes, Petey, Horvat, Boeser, and Miller, and then that still leaves a pretty good second unit of OEL at the top, and that means you'd have Garland, Hoglander, Pearson, and Podkolzin. So you can see it's you got a rookie there, you got a second-year player there, and then you have the new player in OEL, at least new to our team, and then so obviously not as strong. So Canucks fans, I guess today I asked you which combination, which theory, which strategy would you like? Would you like two more evenly spread out units, even if that means a Hughes or Boeser or even a Petey on the second unit? Or would you prefer to stack the first unit like last year and then try your best with the new guys of Garland, Ekman-larsson, the two young guys in Hoglander and Podkolzin, and then Tanner Pearson in front of the net? Regardless, the Canucks need to be more mobile, less predictable, get into the zone faster, and not cycle so much. I know they're looking for an open shot, but sometimes you just got to get the puck to the net and bang and crash and get some of those dirty goals. So Canucks fans, I would love to know what you think. What would be your ideal power play strategy? Two relatively equal units, or stacking one, and the other one is not that bad. It's still got Ekman-larsson and Garland, but certainly not as strong. Let me know in the comments below. Shout out to my hero members, Nucks fan number 29, Justin Credible, Lucas Gates, and Andrew Chang, and to my Hall of Fame members, Jens95, Sim Alexander, Justin Credible, I went old school there. Hall of Fame members, Jens95, Sim Alexander, Chris Seifert, Adam Broomfield, and Shannon Hollingworth. Thanks for your support as always. And thanks to the support of all members of all levels. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or in my videos or on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Would love to have you join me. Okay, Canucks fans, subscribe if you'd like to, like this video if you'd like to, become a member of the CCC Crew if you'd like to, leave a comment if you'd like to. Power play strategy, two equal units or one stacked unit. Let me know in the comments below. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless. And go Canucks go.